Hello, welcome back to the channel where we try to compound 10k by 1% every day. Today is day 20. Our equity is still hovering around 20k. That's for the last 9 days, I think. And it's not really a problem that we're not making any progress. We're also not losing a lot of equity. And if we go ahead and watch day 20, we should be at 12.2k, so we're still ahead of schedule, which is good. Let's watch a quick trade disclaimer and then I'll talk a little bit about BTC and then about the account. I want to keep this short and sweet, so read this, make sure you understand. So yesterday, we're at the 15-minute chart. Yesterday we were around here and I was looking for a move down to that CC or making a new low for then a bigger move up. We actually didn't do much. We kept this range for a long time, moved up, and now we have a similar range just above us. I'm actually still considering this whole part a range, and that we now, since we now have a higher low, higher high in this range, I am actually looking for a higher low and not anymore for that weekly and daily. Let's see. Now it becomes a little bit clearer. So we have that range, another range, and what I'm seeing right now in the Excel charts is that these two ranges, especially in this last part, if we look at this, we have a lot of bearish divergence in these highs compared to this high. So might this range go back to the low of the range or even drop further? This is about to play out. That's on the BTC USD and USDT pair. We have on both pairs bearish divergence where we are right now. So I am still in the general idea that we need to reject here and build a higher low, where that higher low would be. I would think our first point is that point of control of the range. Could we just backtest the range and move up? Of course we can, but I would like to see this CC area, maybe that naked point of control on the sessions, for then a bigger move up around 45k. Might take a week or two. And the general idea also was that this whole part of the chart was an extreme was short squeeze and not a lot of new volume coming in, so it's actually a weak move. And if we get acceptance right here, I would think that we go back to a untapped daily high volume node, maybe even to the 0.75, and that naked point of control, backtest that daily. That would mean that we're still in that range and we need to get above it again. For now, we have the first big anchored VWAP that is keeping us up. We are also above that daily, so there is a chance that this just moves slowly and controlled range to range, form another range, claim that bigger VWAP from the Corona low, and move up from here without a bigger retracements. So what have I done in the account? When I saw this move, I was still hesitant that this low is a good low, but I didn't want to be left out, and since we were in all shorts at the moment, I needed to at least hedge some of the positions so the equity doesn't drop a lot. And I actually did something I've speculated about but never really did before, and I'm right now in 97 positions. And let's see, so I hedged most of the short positions, and that was all. I did everything after this move. In this consolidation period, I placed a lot of orders. Some of them didn't get hit, and okay, that's not a problem, but I went through all the alts on bybit and just a quick look and thought, okay, there is a 5 to 20% rise possibility if Bitcoin rises, and I just took a long on all of them, and I took small positions of $500, which is with a stop loss of around $50 to $100, and a lot of them got hits, but I think we still have a lot of positions that never got filled, which isn't really a problem. But let's see how the positions are doing that we did get in. And so yesterday I shorted GMT. I was a bit early, but right now it's in profit. Wave is a hedge. We got into Sol. That was a 1K position. It's all in profit. Luna was a hedge. We did get into Jasmine, and that was because, let's see, we were eyeing this region a long time. Might have gone to there, but this was a bigger point of control with a monthly, and we also had a extension tool right there, so I wanted to get in along over here, and that worked out perfectly. That was a bigger position, but we already took some profits, and we're now happy to let that one run while the market goes up. We got a small position on ADA, Mana, BIT is a hedge, DOT is a hedge. We got a small position on SFP, on Uni. Serial got only hit for one, so yeah, that's kind of a lost position, but Algo was a hedge. We got in a small position on VET, on IX, on Theta, HBAR, AV is a hedge, but we're happy to keep that one running. Phantom, Gala, like you can see, it's all 500 positions, and right now all of my positions are in the green. It's not much, but if you are realizing that I'm in I think around 50 small longs that are all in profits, that is ranging from 20 to 50, maybe $100, that makes up for all the bigger shorts that are still running. We didn't hedge Kusama, which is kind of sad, but yeah. IMX is a hedge. And then we got into one, we got into Chili's. Anchor is also a bigger position that is about to hit profits one. And as you can see, these are all small positions, but we just long the entire markets. If it's a bigger position, it's probably a hedge like this one. This was a hedge, but our short already got stopped out, and we're happy to let the long run for now. And then we have a bunch of smaller positions that are all in the green, as you can see, and we're very happy to let them run right now. I'm still holding the orders for the others open because, like I told you, we do have the potential of rejecting and building a higher low. And now the big question for me is, if we get this rejection right here because of the bearish divergence, would I close all the longs and get back in over there? Because probably if Bitcoin drops 5%, all these longs will be in the red again, because most of them I got in this section, and right there I was happy. If this moved down, I would double up on all the positions, but now they are all in the green, so maybe I should close them and get back into him. So I'm watching this part carefully, knowing that there is bearish divergence, but the market structure still tells us that we might push up a little bit higher. Also because there isn't much confluence where we are stopping right now. We took that high, build a higher high, and that's actually it. We do have bigger point of controls above us, that important VWAP of the Corona low, and then the weekly. So we might see another push up before moving down, another 1%. And if we then reject, I probably close half of the positions of the longs that are in profit and prepare to add it back on a higher low. If we don't get that higher low and we drop to that weekly, then it's gonna be a decision point here what I'm gonna do with the longs. So nothing much has changed. We are in this range. We have bearish divergence at the top right now. If we reject here, find entrance below that VWAP, we can imagine that we do a full rotation of this local range, which would mean if we go to the value area low, that would be the CC, that would be a daily, that would be a high value node, and that would be an area of interest to long the market, build that bullish market structure, because then we would have a higher high, a lower and a higher low, and we could move up for another week or two maybe. So that's how I'm approaching today. Happy to stay in the positions for now and wait for a good reaction. I hope you understand. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in tomorrow.